to look for when you're wanting to hire salespeople. There's really 5 key things that you want to see individuals demonstrate during the interview process. First is, what is their speed of response? So if you're trying to set up interviews with them, how quickly do they get back to you? And monitor that throughout the interview process, from phone to video interview, face-to-face. Really, what's their sense of urgency in terms of setting up those interviews? The other thing is, how quickly do they send you follow-up emails thanking you for the interview and looking forward to move forward? That will also demonstrate to you what are they going to be like with customers in terms of follow-up, communicating response, trying to move the sales process forward. That's an important skill that you want to see them doing, and making sure that they are responsive to customers' needs. The other thing, second, is their intelligence. How intelligent are these individuals in terms of being able to understand your business and what they've learned about your products when they've done research on your business? So the other thing is to, if they've been in a previous sales role or even in other roles, ask them to talk about it, explain what it is that they've done, and maybe walk you through that. And you could even role play with them in terms of have them sell their existing products to you. The other thing is, ask them what they've researched on your company, what they've learned, and as they're explaining it to you, that will give you a good understanding in terms of what they've learned. And when they're communicating to you, you'll have a good understanding of how intelligent they are, what they've been able to grasp and learn in a very short period of time. The third is listening skills. We all know that when you're in sales, listening skills are really important. When you're sitting in front of a customer and they're communicating to you, you want to make sure that they have good listening, good active listening skills, so that they can position their products and solutions to the customer. And the other thing is that they're picking up the important information so that they do great follow-up and so forth. The fourth is coachable. Nobody wants to hire somebody, especially a high-performing salesperson, who's not coachable to change some of their approaches or time management, product knowledge, or organizational skills, using the CRM, those sorts of things that are important to you in terms of managing the business or understanding where you can help this individual improve and become a higher performer in the organization. And you can pick that up pretty quickly when you're interviewing them, because if they happen to say something or do something in the interview that you see might be not clear or hindering them a bit, and you provide some coaching or feedback, see what their response is like. And you can tell right away if somebody is really open and receptive. They express it and they're very appreciative. But if you see someone off guard or is somewhat defensive, or say, I know that, or, really thanks, but, this is the way I always do it, obviously that's not an individual you want on your team. And lastly, and probably most importantly, is how hungry is this individual? Do they really love being in sales, closing deals? Ask questions in terms of, what time of the day do they usually start and what time do they finish? How many sales calls do they do? You can tell when someone is sincere about the way that they do their sales prospecting and how they've been able to meet or exceed their sales targets. If there's somebody who's new going into sales, it might be a little more difficult, but you can always find out from them in terms of what is driving them, what is being in sales going to do for them in terms of their life, what's making them want to be in sales. If they've been somebody who has a background in sports, as an example, we often look for individuals that are coming from a sports background or competitive background, or have had to be a high achiever somewhere in their previous experiences that help foster a strong sales background. So for instance, if they've been a high achiever as an athlete who's gone to university on a scholarship, that their whole life has been around being competitive, high achiever, having to manage a couple things at the same time, school, work, playing sports, and then eventually getting into a university scholarship. That this person is very driven and self-motivated, and they have transferable skills. But find out how hungry they are now as far as being an overachiever. And a lot of times top performers will talk about, being a team member and liking to see their team win, but also the awards they like to win and what they want to accomplish. So find out how hungry they are and what's motivating them. Just because they were a top performer in their last couple of roles, where are they now? What's important to them? What are they wanting to achieve? Those are the kind of questions you want to find out. How hungry are they? I hope you found this helpful, and if you have, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. I post things regularly on sales, leadership, career coaching, and the medical device industry. I hope you found this helpful, and hit the bell if you have. Have a great day.